Very good.
So I'm going to try today to sing the Garba Stuti. This is from Canto 10, chapter 2. This is the prayers by the demigods for Lord Krishna in the womb. So it is described in this chapter when the Supreme Personality of Godhead entered the womb of Devaki to kill Kamsa. All the demigods understood that the Lord was living within Devaki womb, and therefore in veneration they offered him the Garba Stuti. So it starts from text 25. ब्रह्मा भवश्च तत्रैक्य मुनिभिर्नारदादिभिः देवैशनूचरैः साकं गिरिभिर्वृषणं मैदयन् सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यमृतसत्यनेत्रम् सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना एकायनोऽसौ द्विफलस्त्रिमूलश्चतुरसः पञ्चविधा सदात्मा सप्तत्वगष्टवितपो नवाक्षु दशाचदिद्विखगो व्याधि वृक्षः त्वमेक एवास्य सतः प्रसूतिस्त्वं सन्निधानं त्वमनुग्रहश्च त्वन्मायया संवृतचेतसस्त्वं पश्यान्ति नानानविपश्चितो ये बिभर्षिरूपाण्यवबोधात्मा क्षेमाय लोकस्य चराचरस्य सत्वोपपन्नानि सुखावहानि सतामभद्राणि मुहुर्कलानाम् त्वय्यम्बुजाक्षाखिलसत्त्वधाम्नि समाधिनावेशितचेतसैके त्वत्पादपोतेन महत्कृतेन कुर्वन्ति गोवत्सपदं भवाब्धिम् स्वयं समुत्तीर्य सुदुस्तरं द्युमन् भवार्णवं भीममद्दभ्रसुरीदाः भवत्पदाम्बोरुहनावमत्र ते निध्याय याताः सदनुग्रहो भवान् ये अन्ये अरविन्दाक्षविमुक्तमानिनस्त्वय्यस्तभावादविशुद्धबुद्धयः आरुह्य कृच्छ्रेण परं पदं ततः पतन्त्यथो अनादृतयुष्मदङ्घ्रयः तथा न ते माधव तावकाः क्वचित् भ्रश्यन्ति मार्गात् त्वयि बद्धसोरिदाः त्वयाभिगुप्ता विचरन्ति निर्भया विनायकानि कपमूर्धसु प्रभो सत्त्वं विशुद्धं शयते भवान् स्थितौ शरीरिणां श्रेय उपायनं वापु Veda kriya yoga tapaha samadhi tavarahanam yena janaha samihate Sattvam na ched dhatar idam nijam bhavet Vijnanam ajnana vidapa marjanam Guna prakasharanumiyate bhavan Prakashate yasya cha yena vagunaha न नामरूपे गुणजन्म कर्मभिर्निरूपित्वव्ये तव तस्य शास्त्रीनः मनोवचोभ्यामनुमेयवर्त्मनो देवक्रियायां प्रतियन्त्यताभिः शृण्वान् गृणान् संस्मरयं च चितयन् नामानि रूपाणि च मङ्गलानि ते क्रियासु यस्त्वच्चरणारविन्दयोः आविष्टचेतान भवाय कल्पते दृष्ट्या हरेयस्या भवतः पदो भुवो भारोऽपनीतस्तव जन्मनेशितो दिष्ट्याङ्कितां त्वत्पदकैः सुशोभनैः द्रक्ष्यामगाम्भ्यां च तवानुकम्पिताम् न ते अभवस्येष भवस्य कारणम् विना विनोदं बत तर्कयामहे भवो निरोधः स्थितिरप्यविद्यया क्रीतायतस्त्वय्यभयाश्रयात्मनि मत्स्यास्वकच्छपनरसिंहवारहंस राजन्यविप्रविबुधेषु कृतावतारः त्वं पासि नस्त्रिभुवनं च यथा धूनीश भारं भुवो हरयदुत्तमावन्दनन्ते दिष्ट्याम्बते कुक्षिगतः परः पुमा नांशेन साक्षात् भगवान् भवाय नः मा भूदभयं भोजपतेर्मुमूर्षो गोप्ताय दूनां भविता तवात्मजः श्रीशुक उवाच इत्यभूस्तूय पुरुषं यद्रूपम् अनिदं यथा ब्रह्मेशानौ पुरोधाय देवाः प्रतिययुर्दिवम् श्रीमद्भागवतम की जय।
Karuna Bhandar ki jai. Well done. That was amazing. Can we read the English translations, do you think?
Yes, Prabhu, we can.
Yeah, brilliant.
So text 25. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, accompanied by great sages like Narad, Deval, and Vyasa, and by other demigods like Indra, Chandra, and Varuna, invisibly approached the room of Devaki, where they all joined in offering the respectful obeisances and prayers to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can bestow blessings upon everyone. Text 26. The demigods prayed, O Lord, you never deviate from your vow, which is always perfect because whatever you decide is perfectly correct and cannot be stopped by anyone. Being present in the three phases of cosmic manifestation, creation, maintenance, and annihilation, you are the supreme truth. Indeed, unless one is completely truthful, one cannot achieve your favor, which therefore cannot be achieved by hypocrites. You are the active principle, the real truth in all the ingredients of creation, and therefore you are known as Antaryami, the inner force. You are equal to everyone, and your instructions apply for everyone for all time. You are the beginning of all truth. Therefore, offering our obeisances, we surrender unto you. Kindly give us protection. Text 27. The body, the total body and the individual body are of the same composition, may figuratively be called the original tree. From this tree, which fully depends on the ground of material nature, come two kinds of fruit, the enjoyment of happiness and the suffering of distress. The cause of the tree, forming its three roots, is association with the three modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance. The fruits of bodily happiness have four tastes: religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation, which are experienced through five senses for acquiring knowledge in the midst of six circumstances: lamentation, illusion, old age, death, hunger, and thirst. The seven layers of bark covering the tree are skin, blood, muscle, fat, bone, marrow, and cement. And the eight branches of the tree are the five gross and three subtle elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and force. The tree of the body has nine hollows: the eyes, the ears, the nostrils, the mouth, the rectum, and the genitals, and 10 leaves, the 10 airs passing through the body. In this tree of the body there are two birds. One is the individual soul, and the other is the super soul. Text 28. The efficient cause of this material world, manifested with its many varieties as the original tree, is you, O Lord. You are also the maintainer of this material world, and after annihilation, you are the one in whom everything is concerned. Those who are covered by your external energy cannot see you behind this manifestation, but theirs is not the vision of the learned devotee. Text 29. O Lord, you are always in full knowledge, and to bring all good fortune to all living entities, you appear in different incarnations, all of them transcendental to the material creation. When you appear in these incarnations, you are pleasing to the pious and religious devotees, but for non-devotees, you are the annihilator. Text 30. O lotus-eyed Lord, by concentrating one's meditation on your lotus feet, you are the reservoir of all existence, and by accepting those lotus feet as the boat by which to cross the ocean of nations, one follows in the footsteps of Mahajanas, great saints, sages, and devotees. By this simple process, one can cross the ocean of nations as easily as one steps over the hoof print of a cow. Text 31. O Lord, who resemble the shining sun, you are always ready to fulfill the desire of your devotee, and therefore you are known as a desired tree, Vanchakalpataru. When acharyas completely take shelter under your lotus feet in order to cross the fierce ocean of nations, they leave behind on earth the method by which they cross, and because you are very merciful to your other devotees, you accept this method to help them. Text 32. Someone may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter of the Lord's lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees but who have accepted different processes for attaining salvation. What happens to them? In order to answer this question, Lord Brahma and other demigods say, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. Text 33. O Madhav, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord of the Goddess of Fortune, if devotees completely in love with you sometimes fall from the path of devotion, they do not fall like non-devotees, for you still protect them. Thus they fearlessly traverse the heads of their opponents and continue to progress in devotional service. Text 34. O Lord, during the time of maintenance, you manifest several incarnations, all with transcendental bodies, beyond the material modes of nature. When you appear in this way, you bestow all good fortune upon the living entities by teaching them to perform Vedic activities such as ritualistic ceremonies, mystic yoga, austerities, penances, and ultimately samadhi, ecstatic absorption in thoughts of you. Thus you are worshipped by the Vedic principle. Text 35. O Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not beyond the modes of material nature, one could not understand the difference between matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental nature of your Lordship, who are the controller of material nature. Your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand unless one is influenced by the presence of your transcendental form. Text 36. O Lord, your transcendental name and form are not ascertained by those who merely speculate on the path of imagination. Your name, form, and attributes can be ascertained only through devotional service. Text 37. Even while engaging various activities, devotees whose minds are completely absorbed at your lotus feet and who constantly hear, chant, contemplate, and cause others to remember your transcendental names and forms are always on the transcendental platform, and thus they can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Text 38. O Lord, we are fortunate because the heavy burden of the demons upon this earth is immediately removed by your presence. Indeed, we are certainly fortunate, for we shall be able to see upon this earth and in the heavenly planets the marks of your lotus, conch shell, club, and disc that adorn your lotus feet. Text 39. O Supreme Lord, you are not an ordinary living entity appearing in this material world as a result of fruitive activities. Therefore, your appearance or birth in this world has no other cause than your pleasure potency. Similarly, the living entities who are part of you have no cause for miseries like birth, death, and old age, except when these living entities are conducted by your external energy. Text 40. O Supreme Controller, your Lordship previously accepted incarnations as a fish, a horse, a tortoise, Narasimhadev, a boar, a swan, Lord Ramachandra, Parshuram, and among the demigods, Vamandev, to protect the entire world by your mercy. Now please protect us again by your mercy by diminishing the disturbances in this world. O Krishna, best of the Yadus, we respectfully offer our obeisances unto you. Text 41. O Mother Devaki, by your good fortune and ours, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, with all His plenary portions, such as Baladev, is now within your womb. Therefore we need not fear Kamsa, who has decided to be killed by the Lord. Your eternal son, Krishna, will be the protector of the entire Yadu dynasty. Text 42. of the thus offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the Transcendence, all the demigods with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva before them, returned to their homes in the heavenly planets. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Garbha Stuti ki jai.
Thank you so much. Well done. And what was the number of the last verse? 43?
42.
42. Okay. Thank you so much. Fantastic.
In fact, the Garbha Stuti stops here, 41. And then this one is Shishuka Vacha.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. First class. Any questions by anybody or any comments? Very well recited, Karuna.
Very well done, Karuna Bhandar. Excellent.
Merci, Mataji.
You're always very good.
Okay. So let's go to the